A woman is dead, and Sonny Corinthos is responsible. No one in this courtroom is disputing that fact. However, when Mr. Corinthos delivered the blow that killed Claudia Zakara Corinthos, he was acting to protect his ex-wife and her newborn baby daughter. The defense will prove that Claudia Zakara Corinthos was a desperate and dangerously unbalanced woman. Testimony will be given how, on the night of her death, Claudia Zakara Corinthos, with the jury's indulgence, may I simply refer to her as Claudia? Would that be all right with all of you? Yes? Thank you. As I was saying, testimony will be given to you how on the night of her death, Claudia kidnapped Carly Jacks, dragged her out of a room full of people at gunpoint, even as Carly Jacks was going into active labor. No one in this courtroom disputes that fact. Not even Ms. Walsh, my high-profile adversary who was brought onto this case specifically to take it over.
Your Honor,
because her predecessor knew what you, the jury, will ultimately learn, that my client is innocent of any of these charges.
You know what? This is unacceptable.
Ms. Walsh, I'm surprised and disappointed that I have to remind you that defense counsel can say anything she pleases during her opening and closing remarks.
Thank you, Your Honor. As you, the jury, the ones ultimately responsible for my client's fate, listen to the details of this case, I would like you to keep just a few things in mind. Where are the facts that support the charges against my client? Where is the proof that he acted with malice and premeditation? What actual evidence, if any, exists? It is very important that you not allow gossip and innuendo to obscure the facts of this case. And those facts are these. Fact: Claudia kidnapped Carly Jacks while she was in labor. Fact: Claudia lost control of and subsequently crashed a car that she had stolen in an attempt to get away. Carly Jacks clawed her way out of the wreckage in an attempt to find help. Fighting intense labor pains, she makes her way to a cabin in the woods where a family friend, Sam McCall, has found her and has actually helped her to deliver her baby. Sonny Corinthos, deeply concerned for his ex-wife's welfare, rushes to that cabin unaware that Claudia has also managed to free herself from the wreckage and has gotten to the cabin ahead of him. Carly, now exhausted from having given birth, she's vulnerable, she's alone because Sam McCall has left the cabin to go get her own car and is now confronted with the deranged Claudia, who rips Carly Jack's newborn daughter from her arms in a desperate attempt to take the child as her own. Sonny Corinthos hears his ex-wife's desperate screams. He bursts into the cabin. He sees Claudia standing over the baby. He knows that she's dangerous and she's armed. There is no time to think. He grabs the first object he sees, which is an axe handle, and he swings it at Claudia, never intending to kill her, only to immobilize her and take control of the situation. Claudia's death was 100% accidental. My client acted only to protect his ex-wife, her newborn daughter, from a crazy woman with a loaded gun. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most important fact of this case.
We are keeping you on antibiotics, but your blood pressure is dangerously low, Maxie, so we're going to have to monitor you very closely.
Is there anything else we can do?
Yes. She must not have any physical or emotional stress whatsoever. Nothing that's going to excite her or upset her.
It's actually perfect. Now it's official. You have to be nice to Spinelli.
Okay, you put that back on, and that's the spirit. I have every confidence you're going to be okay. You have rallied before, Maxie. You'll do it again. Keep that on. I'll be back soon. Excuse me.
Did the defendant threaten to kill his wife on the evening of October 30th, 2009?
He said, "It ends tonight."
And that would indicate that the murder was premeditated.
Objection.
Sustained. Ms. Walsh, you can consider this your last warning. I will throw this case out of court if these shenanigans continue. Strike that last remark from the record.
Is it true that Ethan violated the terms of his bail?
Yeah, I went to see Christina. He was there. I called the cops. He's trying to get her to change her story.
Oh, speak of the devil.
I trust that every single procedure will be followed and that there'll be no loopholes for an attorney to use to let this guy walk. He has violated the terms of his protective order, so he gets to stay locked up until the trial.
I intend to do my job by the book, Alexis. Now, if you'll kindly step aside, I can get him processed. Thank you. Stay in here and don't do anything stupid.
You fool!
The prosecution would like to offer into evidence a list of 75 witnesses, including guests and staff, and the defendant's own children who heard him threaten Claudia at the party.
Your Honor, the defense will stipulate that, yes, my client did indeed yell at Claudia after learning that she was responsible for his son receiving a bullet in the head and spending a year in a coma.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained. Ms. Miller, skip the editorializing. Strike that last remark of Ms. Miller's from the record. Any more questions for the witness?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Mayor Floyd, you step down. And we will take a brief recess. We need a little refresher course in courtroom procedures, ladies. In chambers, now.
Look at his body language. He's obviously used to committing crimes and getting away with it.
Doesn't look like he's got a care in the world, does it?
Nope.
If I were you, I'd change the subject, or Judge Carroll will be giving you two a lecture on courtroom procedure.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, ladies, this case is a done deal. We should be able to wrap this puppy up and make it home in time for happy hour.
Yeah, right. You're joking, right?
Sonny's obviously guilty, Lisa.
So, after opening arguments and one witness, you're ready to send a man to prison?
Hell no. You think I want to get on the bad side of the godfather of Port Charles? I'm voting not guilty. And if you girls are smart, you're going to do the same thing.
No way. Someone's got to stand up to the crooks in this town, and I personally can't wait to put Sonny in the slammer, right where he belongs.
Okay. I think you guys are both getting a little bit ahead of yourselves. I mean, our job as jurors is to listen to all of the evidence, and then after we make an informed decision. This is just the first day of this trial.
Are you stupid or crazy? Why would you go anywhere near that girl?
What do you want me to do, Tracy? She's lying. You want me to wait around for Sonny and Jason to put a bullet in the back of my head? I had to do something.
You terrorized her. Sam said she was sobbing when she got there. You tried to get her to change her story.
Oh, Christina overreacted. All right, and Sam showed up at the end of the conversation. She had no idea what we were talking about. She just assumed the worst, like everyone else.
I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I set you free. I paid your bail. So help me God, if you are guilty, I will never forgive you. Or myself.